Have you ever walked into a room and locked eyes with someone and wondered what they noticed first about you? Maybe you thought it was your clothes, your hair, or even the way you walked. Or, let's be honest, maybe you think women only notice obvious things like your height, your bank account, or how conventionally attractive you are. But what if I told you that you're completely wrong? Many of the first things women notice about men are so subtle that most guys aren't even aware they're under scrutiny. Indeed, these subtle details hold significant importance and have the power to shape a first impression even before you've had a chance to speak. Do you think you know what those things are? If not, don't worry. Today we're going to break it all down for you. The first 15 things women notice about men and find attractive. There are some that will likely surprise you, and others that will make you rethink how you show yourself. Hello, Emma. Let me tell you a story. If you want real, helpful tips on how to handle the complicated parts of love and relationships, this is the channel for you. I found this story in a popular Reddit relationship group. It's about a man named Chris and a woman named Sarah. Chris possesses a stable job, a sense of humor, and a strong sense of attraction. He's the type of guy who thinks that once he starts talking, his personality will do all the work. But here's the catch. Sarah doesn't like Chris. Why did Chris and Sarah end up in the same social group at a mutual friend's party one day? Sarah didn't seem to notice him that way at all. You already know how these things work. There was a lot of small talk, casual laughter, and the occasional chance to really connect with someone. Chris saw this as his chance to really impress Sarah, so he gave it his all by using what he thought was his best quality, his humor. He cracked jokes, told funny work stories, and even teased some of their mutual friends to get her attention. But this is where things get interesting. As for Sarah's response, she barely laughed and smiled politely. Before he could even try to change the subject to something more personal, she left to join another group. Chris was obviously confused. He believed that he had successfully executed all of the necessary steps. He was amusing, amiable, and captivating, so why was it not working? A mutual friend told Chris the truth a few days later. Sarah couldn't even remember him from that night. She couldn't remember the jokes he told or how hard he was trying to connect with her. All she remembered was that he had dirty fingernails. Can you imagine that he was trying to be the funniest and most charming person in the room, but she noticed he hadn't considered his hands? Consider, how often have you ignored your seemingly insignificant traits only to discover that they made all the difference? Some people may feel like Chris's story is too familiar. You might have experienced a similar situation where you expected your hard work to pay off, but the initial impression didn't align with your expectations. Alternatively, you might be reading this and realizing that there are aspects of yourself that you hadn't previously considered, but that someone else is currently noticing. The truth is that it's not always the big things that make the biggest difference. It's often the smallest, most overlooked details that leave the strongest impression. Do you think Chris could have done something different? Was it just his nails, or was it something else? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Maybe it was about something deeper, like how he acted or how he approached the conversation. Or maybe you think he missed something else entirely. Your advice might be exactly what someone else watching this video needs to hear right now. Pay attention to the things you don't think are important. They often are. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing that you care. Women pay attention to the little things that say a lot more than words ever could. What about you? Are there any little things that you think might be sending the wrong message? If this story resonates with you, it's time to expand your knowledge. Right away, let's look at the first 15 things women like about guys. These little things about you often paint a picture of who you are before you speak. Pay attention, because as we've seen, The smallest things often leave the biggest marks. One eye. The eyes are one of the first things women notice about a man. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but they also reveal your focus. Are you looking her in the eyes with confidence when you talk to her, or are they darting around the room as you look at your phone or try to find an escape? Making eye contact shows that you're interested, confident, and respectful. You don't have to stare her down, but you should show that you're paying attention to the talk. Women also notice when your eyes wander to places they shouldn't. So remember that what you say with your words is just as important as what you do with your eyes. 2. Chivalry. Chivalry isn't dead. In fact, it's one of the most underrated traits women notice right away. These are the little things you do that show you care about other people. This includes things like holding the door open, offering to carry something, or even standing up when she walks in the room. These small actions can go a long way, and don't think it's about showing off. Chivalry is about respect, and women will remember you for it. As a man, I can say that women notice how you smell before you even say hello. Smell is connected to memory and emotion, which is why it's so powerful. You don't have to wear the most expensive cologne, but you should smell clean and pleasant, whether it's from a subtle fragrance or just excellent hygiene. Your scent shows her that you take care of yourself, and remember that it's not just about what you smell like at the time. It's about making a positive impression that lasts for a long time. Women notice how you dress, and it's not about wearing brand clothes or the newest trends. It's about wearing clothes that fit well, are clean, and are appropriate for the event. For example, a clean, well-fitted shirt with nice shoes can make a great first impression. If you show up to an event looking messy, it seems like you don't care. On the other hand, if you put even a little work into your style, it looks like you do. Macro 5. Your hair is another thing that women notice right away. Is it styled cleanly and on purpose, or does it look like you just got out of bed? The key is maintenance. Whether you like a buzz cut, a fade, or longer hair, keeping it trimmed and tidy shows effort. And effort is always attractive. Even if you're balding or prefer a shaved head, women notice how confident you are in how you carry yourself. 62. Most guys don't pay much attention to their hands, but women do. Are your hands clean and well-groomed? Are your nails neat? Neglected hands can convey a lack of attention to detail, whereas clean, well-maintained fingers demonstrate self-care. And let's not forget that hands are often visible in any interaction, whether you're shaking hands, holding a drink, or gesturing during a conversation. Before we go any further, please take a moment to like the video if you found it useful. Also, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your support. It helps us grow and makes you an important part of our journey. Let's get back to our conversation. 7. Health and fitness. To be clear, fitness isn't about having a six-pack or looking like a bodybuilder. It's about taking care of your body and showing that you're active and healthy. Women will notice if you work hard to stay in shape because it shows discipline, self-respect, and energy, whether it's through regular workouts, being active, or even just having excellent posture. Getting in shape shows that you care about your health and well-being. 8. Shoes. Yes, shoes. Besides style, women judge your shoes by cleanliness and appropriateness. Are your shoes dirty and worn out, or are they shiny and well-kept? Shoes show off your style and attention to detail. The positive news is that you don't need a huge collection. All you need are a few clean, flexible pairs that you can wear for different events. Number 9. Embrace the lines and smiles on your face. Before you even speak, your face tells a story. Women notice when you smile, your facial expressions, and even your general attitude. A real smile makes you more approachable and likable right away. Conversely, if your face displays signs of boredom, stress, or disinterest, it could convey the wrong message. You should pay attention to the energy you give off with your facial movements, because women can feel it. 10. Believe it. Being sure of yourself is one of the most beautiful traits, and women notice it right away. Being confident doesn't mean being loud or cocky. It means being happy with who you are. Your posture, tone of voice, and the way you walk into a room show whether you feel like you belong there or like you're melting into the background. Confidence says, "I know who I am, and I'm okay with it." Self-insurance pulls you in. 11 fingers are cut off. Having your nails neatly trimmed is something that women really notice, and it has to do with your hands. This may seem like a small thing, but it says a lot about your cleanliness and how much effort you put into taking care of yourself. Ignoring it can make you seem careless, which can turn people off. 12 toes that are clean. Yes, your toes do matter, especially if you're wearing open-toed shoes at the beach or other places. Pool girls can tell if you've worked hard to keep them clean. Even though it may seem insignificant, it makes a significant difference. Self-care and being thorough. 13. Having bad breath can ruin even the best talk. While women will immediately notice this, you have complete control over it by keeping mints on hand, brushing your teeth, and maintaining good hygiene. Having a clean breath shows that you're ready to care about other people. 14. A wonderful sense of humor. Being funny is a perk of being attractive, but overdoing it is bad. For example, Chris in the first story is trying too hard to be funny, which can come off as insecure. The key is to read the room and use humor naturally. A light, playful sense of humor that doesn't try too hard is much more appealing than constant jokes. 15. Energy and vibe. Finally, women, pay attention to your inner energy and the vibe you bring into a room. Are you friendly, open, and honest, or do you give off stress, ego, or negativity? Your energy is contagious, and women can feel it even if you're not aware of it. A calm, confident, and positive vibe will always stand out. These are the first 15 things women notice about guys. Some of them may seem unimportant, but together they reveal a lot about you. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing effort, self-respect, and confidence. How about you? Are there any of these things about yourself that I missed? Let me know in the comments below. Please share your thoughts. As a thank you for watching this video all the way through, here's an extra point that may not be obvious but can leave a lasting impact. Being thoughtful is one of the most underrated but strongest traits you can have. Women will notice when you're thoughtful. Being careful means noticing the little things that other people might miss. Forget about it. It could be as simple as remembering a small detail she casually mentioned, such as her favorite coffee order or a story she shared about her day. It could also be as simple as checking to see if she got home safely after a long night. Here's why this is important. So much thoughtfulness tells her that you're not just there, you're interested. It shows that you care about who she is, not just what she can do for you. Trust me, thoughtfulness is rare. It makes you stand out in a world where most people are too busy to notice the little things. So here's your challenge. Pay attention to the little things because they often have the biggest effects the next time you're in a chat. Avoid waiting for your turn to talk and instead focus on listening. Thanks again for reading, and don't forget to tell us what you think in the comments. So let's go over it again. Things are important to women. Your eyes, your smell, your energy, your hands, and so much more are important to women. These aren't big, showy actions or things that require you to change yourself. They're small, deliberate actions that show effort, self-respect, and trust in yourself. The positive news is that you can change all of these things. Now comes the important part. It's time to put what you've learned to use. Start paying attention to the little things about yourself that often make a big difference. What did you think about these 15 things? Are there any areas you've been ignoring? If you finished, let us know in the comments and share your thoughts. If you liked this video, please like it, as it helps more people find our content. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more real, useful advice on love and relationships. Feel free to share this video with a friend who could use these tips. Remember, we can all improve ourselves if we work together. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the video we suggested on the screen. See you tomorrow.